In the heart of the Australian outback, where the sun blazed mercilessly and the red earth stretched endlessly, lay the ghost town of Wangarrida. Once a bustling settlement, it had been abandoned after the last gold rush dwindled, leaving behind a ghostly silence and memories buried beneath the parched ground. Among the dilapidated ruins of Wangarrida, rumors circulated among the few who dared to venture near. They spoke of strange apparitions and whispers that seemed to carry on the wind, tales of a tragic event that had forever tainted the town's history. In the summer of 1883, the town thrived with miners, their laughter ringing through the dusty streets. But one fateful night, a mysterious fire engulfed the pub where locals had gathered to drink and share stories, taking with it not only the building but many souls who had gathered there. As the flames devoured the timber and iron of the old structure, the townsfolk battled valiantly to save their friends. In the chaos, those who perished were said to scream out for help, but their cries were devoured by the crackling flames. Years passed, and whispers of the spirits of those who died in the fire began to emerge. Some said they saw shadows flitting through the town at dusk, while others claimed to hear faint echoes of laughter, intermingled with sorrowful wails as the sun sank below the horizon. Despite the warnings, a couple of adventurous travelers, Lily and Tom, intrigued by the town's dark history, decided to explore Wangarrida one fateful autumn evening. As they drove along the red, dusty road leading to the town, the sun began to dip below the horizon, enveloping the outback in shades of amber and crimson. The air grew cooler, and a sense of unease settled over the couple as they approached the desolate streets. They parked their vehicle near the ruins of the pub, its charred remains standing proudly against the vibrant hue of the sky. With flashlights in hand, Tom and Lily wandered through the ghostly remnants, their footsteps echoing in the eerie silence. Everywhere they looked, memories danced through the air, the echoes of a lost world. They paused before the remnants of the pub, where the charred beams still stood like skeletal fingers reaching for the heavens. "Imagine the stories these walls could tell," Lily whispered, her voice reverberating with an unsettling mix of excitement and dread. Suddenly, the air shifted. A chill crawled up Tom's spine as he became acutely aware of a whispering presence around them. He turned, half expecting to see another explorer, but found only shadows and silence. "Lily," he called out, his voice faltering. She joined him by the remnants of the bar, her flashlight flickering. "Did you feel that? It feels like someone is here with us." Before Tom could respond, a low, mournful wail pierced the silence, echoing through the charred wood and rubble. Startled, they exchanged anxious glances, their hearts pounding in their chests. "What was that?" she asked, fear creeping into her voice. As if in response, the temperature dropped sharply, and a ghostly figure materialized before them. It was a young woman, her features hauntingly beautiful yet marred by tragedy. Her dress was singed, and her eyes were wide with anguish. "Help us," she whispered, her voice barely above a breath. Tom and Lily stood transfixed, unable to move as the spirit reached out toward them, her expression capturing both sorrow and desperation. The air filled with the scent of smoke and charred wood, and they could hear the faint echoes of laughter and shouting from another time, a ghostly party trapped in the swirling winds of the past. Unable to turn away, Lily took a hesitant step forward. "What do you want?" she asked, her voice trembling. The spirit's gaze held hers, pleading. "Find us, find the truth, we cannot rest." In that moment, the couple understood. The woman was not alone, the spirits of the townsfolk lingered, trapped in the agony of that fateful night. They needed closure for the pain of their demise, a way to escape their eternal torment. As the whispers of the other spirits grew louder, Lily and Tom felt an overpowering desire to help. Determined, they set to work, using their phones to search for records and stories about the fire and the lives that had once filled Wangarrida. They uncovered the names of those who perished, piecing together fragments of their stories. Every detail they uncovered breathed life into their research, illuminating the faces of the lost souls. Returning to the ruins as night fell, they read the names aloud, sharing the stories of each lost life. The air crackled with energy, and as they spoke, the temperature began to rise. Shadows moved around them, merging into a swirling mist of light and emotion. "Thank you," the spirit of the woman said softly, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "Now we can finally rest." In that moment, a warm gust of wind swept through the ruins, the shadows lifting, the wails of despair transforming into soothing echoes of gratitude. A brilliant light engulfed the pub as the spirits found peace at last, their presence fading into the embrace of the outback. As dawn broke over Wangarrida, Tom and Lily stood hand in hand, watching the mist dissolve against the rising sun. The town was still and silent, but it felt lighter, as if a weight had been lifted, its history now acknowledged, its lost souls finally at rest. Years later, travelers would tell of the haunting stories of Wangarrida, of the young couple who honored the spirits and restored peace where there had once been only sorrow. And while the ghosts may have faded, the whispers of their stories would forever echo through the winds of the Australian outback.